These are the real world consequences of something like this.
Yes.
So what are we seeing as far as gas prices in the Southeast?
Yeah, so we're looking at $2.98 plus. So that's the highest since 2014, ever close to breaking through $3 a gallon. And that would be the highest in 7 years. And we're hearing stories of these people, these drivers waiting hours in line to get their gas tanks filled in Virginia to Louisiana. And some are just being turned away. In fact, the latest results say that 7% of the gas stations are out. They have no fuel left in Virginia at this point. And as you know, you're a regular on the commodity pits in Chicago. You know that for every penny increase when it comes to oil prices, that's $1 billion out of Americans' pockets, right, for spending. So that's going to be a big problem. You also have airlines with contingency plans as well. We have American Airlines adding an extra stop to these long-haul flights to Hawaii and London just in case. You want to make sure you get there with enough fuel. And then you have Southwest even flying in oil into some of their hubs, to their transit hubs, to make sure they have enough gas. I mean, 2.5 million barrels per day. I was looking at it for a full year. That's 105 million barrels. That's more than the entire consumption of Germany. That's what the Colonial pipeline
means,
means.
right? I mean, it's summer driving season. You've got demand going up, the supply being cut off.
Yeah.
And you've got prices going up. So there's going to be a problem there. We'll continue to watch that. By the way, the states that are showing the biggest jumps in the last week, because we told people what this would mean for them, as many folks are packing their bags and they're traveling with their families. Georgia's gone up 17 cents. Wow. South Carolina 13, North Carolina 11 cents. Double-digit increases also in Texas, and then you'll see Delaware, New Jersey, Maryland, West Virginia seeing the biggest jumps so far. I want to ask you, Susan, about a conversation we've been having a lot. We've got these brand new BLS job openings numbers, 8.1 million. Yeah. The jobs market, the problem isn't available jobs.
No.
Right? It's workers to fill them.
That's
right.
So
what's happening?
So 600,000 more jobs than economists have forecast for the month of March. And you can say it's backwards looking because we did get the non-farm payrolls in the month of March, adding 1 million new jobs to the economy, but still 8 million. We have never seen 8 million job openings in America. And a lot of that strength, they say, is in the South. Also, there's growth right now in the Southeast as well, in manufacturing, construction, you name it. People are looking for workers. I think the best example this week that was just announced yesterday, Chipotle, the fast food chain, very expensive guac and beans. They are looking to hire 20,000 workers, and you can get a 6-figure salary. You can be on a path to make 6 figures in 3.5 years, and also bonuses up to $15 minimum wage by the end of June, because there aren't enough workers. They're willing to pay you to recommend your friends for general manager positions, and even just for anybody that gets hired, get an extra $250.
It's construction jobs, manufacturing. You mentioned the fast food chains. Taco Bell was in a similar situation. They wanted to hire thousands. They ended up opening an all-automated store right here in Times Square where you use a computer to buy your lunch.
Yes.
Final question, the Dow off 500 points today. What's the sell-off?
And that has to do with higher gasoline prices. That's part of the inflation, higher prices environment that we're living in. Record lumber, record copper. Also, we have oil prices at their highest in 3 years, and also the pump at the 7 years, right? And we have higher prices that makes stocks look more risky, more expensive, especially if the Federal Reserve have to raise interest rates, where you get guaranteed money on 10-year government bonds.
Not to mention, you note my commodities background. Corn. Food prices are reaching record highs as well. So the price of just about everything is going up. Susan Lee from the Fox Business Network. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you. John, what are you